Without getting into too many details, I think that, when you grow up and you're young, and something like that happens, you go through a range of emotions, from angry to sad to resentment. And then as you get older, you start to realize, when you reach your 20s and your 30s, it kind of makes more sense on what happened. You have a better perspective of what it is. And so, growing up, I didn't quite understand what all went down. And then as I get older, I start to realize that it was a sickness, and that there's people out there that need help, and that there's a stigma attached to it that I don't think is right. And it's a stigma that maybe even as a young person I bought into. And then as I get older, I don't buy that anymore. I think that it's just like any other sickness. I think if somebody has cancer or somebody gets ill, they need treatment. Well, it's the same thing with mental health, and I think that's the biggest thing, is breaking these stigmas, breaking the stigma of not, especially men, of not having those conversations that they need help. And so to the point here where even in-house here, we're going to have 2 sports psychologists, 2 athletic counselors that are here for our guys. They're at a high-profile position. And so there's anxiety, there's depression, there's things that go on even with our players that I want those guys to feel like they can have those conversations. And I think especially being a football coach, in kind of a manly sport, I think it's good for people to hear the fact that our guys are vulnerable, we're all vulnerable, and that it's real, and that if people need help, then they shouldn't be ashamed of that.